Everyone, let's welcome Dale Jr. to the Maury Show. Now, Dale Jr. is praying that a DNA test will solve a mystery that's been tearing apart his family. You see, when Dale Jr. was 6 years old, he says his sister Electra, who was 11 at the time, told him that the man he believed was his father, Dale Sr., was not his real dad. And then when Dale Jr. turned 18, Dale Sr. confirmed Dale's worst fears and admitted there was a chance he was not his father. This is Dale Jr.'s story.
When I was 6 years old, my sister Electra told me that my dad wasn't my real father. I always felt like I didn't fit in growing up. Like I was the black sheep of the family. Now it all makes sense. When I turned 18, my dad told me that he may not be my father. I was pissed off. He lied to me for 18 years. I really don't think I look like my dad. I never really did. I have none of his features or any of my sister's. I look different. I feel different. And now I know why, and I blame him. My dad says that he never told me the truth because he was protecting me. How is that protecting me? If Dale isn't my father, then my whole life has been one big lie.
Okay. And that's why you're so angry.
Because my whole life, my father told me, always tell the truth no matter how bad the person gets hurt. And then he's going to sit here and say he lied to me for 18 years because he was trying to protect me?
He was trying to protect
How is that protecting somebody?
You don't think that's...
I just got hurt worse in the end.
Do you think it would be better if he had told you when your sister mentioned the fact that he might not be your father when you were 6?
He could have waited until I was like 10 when I understood better what was going on, like when I moved in with him for the first time.
I see. If he said he didn't think he was your birth father, would you still have accepted him as a father?
I would, because he's the only father figure I've known.
Right. You never had a relationship with your mother?
I saw her all of twice.
In your whole life?
In my whole life.
Wow.
She passed away when I was 15.
Now, when your sister told you at the age when you were 6 years old about this possibility, do you remember that?
We were at my grandparents' house, playing on my grandpa's old boat that was falling apart in his side yard.
Right.
And she just looks at me and goes, "You know that Dad's not your dad, right?"
But you say that you've always felt different than other people in the family when you were growing up.
Something just always felt off to me. Everybody in my family are good swimmers.
Right.
I can't swim. I sink like a rock. Everybody in my family, left-handed.
Right.
Or right-handed, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm left-handed. All my siblings,
and you don't think you
blue
look,
eyes.
You don't think you look like your father?
Nothing like him.
Fast forward to when you were 18. Where were the two of you when he told you this?
We were sitting at his kitchen table, and that's when he admitted that my biological mother may have cheated on him while he was away for work in Las Vegas while they lived in California.
You got mad, didn't you?
I got very mad.
You left for 2 years.
2 years I lived in a tent on my own because I didn't feel like facing him.
You see him now?
I actually live with him at the moment.
Right. Now,
We still fight a lot, though, Maury. And I know somewhere deep inside that all my anger towards him is coming from that moment. You could have lived by your own motto of telling the truth, no matter how bad somebody gets hurt. You should have.
how are you going to feel if Dale turns out not to be your father?
I'm going to feel like my whole life was just one big lie.
Before we bring him out, this is what he had in terms of a message for you. Take a look.
Dale, I am not sorry for waiting all these years to tell you the truth. I did it to protect you. I was the only father that you ever had. It was my job to step up and take care of you. And that is exactly what I did. Were you ever not taken care of? I was always there for you. I helped you become a man. And I hope you and your sister can see where I'm coming from. Dale, I hope and I pray that I'm your father. But if I'm not, it's going to break my heart. It's going to crush me.
Okay. What do you think of that?
How is that protecting me, Maury? Can you please explain that to me?
Well,
how anybody in their right mind would think that's protecting somebody?
well, as a father, you always want to protect the child that is close to you. You don't want that child to suffer. I think that's what he was trying to get to, but we'll ask him. Here he is, Dale Sr.
You're a hypocrite. A hypocrite. You should have lived by your own motto and let me know.
Let me see you, Dale.
Should have let me know. a lot sooner than you did.
But I did what I did for you.
What do you mean by that?
You don't let a child grow up without a father.
Right.
Plain and simple. Whether or not he was mine biologically, as far as I was concerned, he was my kid.
He was saying that maybe if you had told him when he was like 10 years old.
I thought about it every single day.
So why didn't you do it?
Because I was protecting my child.
You had 8 years of me living with you. You could have told me at any point in time. That hurt me worse in the end. Because I've been living with these doubts since I was 6.
Meanwhile, what happened between you and his mother?
I got a job, and I left and went to Nevada for a week. When I come back, all of a sudden, oh, I slept with so-and-so.
So she told you.
Yeah. Miraculously, the next week, she was pregnant.
Why did you circle the year 18 to tell him?
Because he was an adult.
I was able to handle it way before then.
But see, you don't understand. You were very emotional. And I didn't want to throw something at you that was just going to blow your world up.
Is it all about the looks?
It's not all about the look.
Did you know the fellow who his mother slept with?
I met him, yes.
You think they look alike?
I actually do. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall. This guy was 5'2".
Here's Electra.
I am so disappointed in you.
In your father?
Yes.
Why?
Why take so long to tell somebody the truth after you've seen the pain and destruction that it's caused?
Because he
And you
doesn't
just
see it,
sat
Ellie.
there.
He
You
doesn't
just
see that
sat
he's
there.
destroying the family. He doesn't
know
see
if
it.
you
He blames
noticed.
everybody else when they get an attitude over the problem that he caused.
How am
All
I
of
destroying the
of your
family by
kids-
protecting my child?
Because you always get mad at me when I get an attitude with you, right?
Protecting
Well,
them.
stop hiding it from me and I won't have an attitude.
You want me to
man.
destroy your little world?
It would have been better than waiting all those years to tell me.
Did you ever look
Let me
for
ask
anything?
you.
Critical.
Did you ever look for anything?
Dad, let me ask you, is it better to tell somebody the truth?
Electra, do you remember when you were 11 when you told him this when he was 6?
Yeah, I do, because we were sitting there, we were playing on my grandpa's boat, and then I've had the gut feeling that Bud was not my brother for a long time, because he doesn't look like my dad. Like, he's got the square jaw. That's about all that he has. And at 11 years old, how do you tell your brother that you don't think that you share the same father? Like, at 11 years
not
old, you
your
can't
place.
do that.
Well, you sure as hell
Because
wanted to do it.
we can't talk
Somebody
to you.
had to.
We try to talk to you, and all of
You
our
weren't going
emotions
to do
get
it because
cut
somebody
down.
had to.
I didn't want to break your heart. Do you not understand?
But as we're growing up, you tell us that we need to tell the truth, no matter
Yes.
how hard it's going to hurt somebody.
If I say that he's not Dale Jr.'s, if he's not the father, right? Why would you say he's your brother?
Because that's my best
I grew
friend.
up with him. I've treated him like family ever since we've
That's
known
my
each
best
other.
friend. She's had my back through everything.
So what you all are saying is blood doesn't matter, right?
No.
No,
So
blood
then
don't make family.
why does blood matter between you and him if blood doesn't matter between the two of you?
Because, Maury, he should have told me.
Our
He should
family
have told
has
me.
never been good at talking
He's talking about
our
being a man,
emotions.
telling the truth, and he didn't.
We're gonna find out right now. If I read the wrong answer here, what's going to be the relationship between the two of you?
I'm packing my bags and I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go to California and try and see if this guy's even still alive.
In the case of 20-year-old Dale Jr., Dale Sr., you are the father.
Thank you, boy. Thank you so much.
Okay, this is your father. Okay?
Thank you so much. It's finally done. 20 years of a mystery that you could have solved a long time ago.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Now, if you want to see more Maury content, click here. And be sure to subscribe to be the first to know about new videos.